double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Wide open look. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Morant. Clark with a screen on Doncic. From deep, Morant kept alive. Now Aiden, and here's Reeves outside. Count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Fantastic decision making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Morant against Doncic. And then Morant with the dunk.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Aiden, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Clark. It doesn't go for him. Aiden with the defensive effort. Hachimura in the post. Jackson on him. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Wells. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. That shot wide open.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Now here's Hachimura. Hachimura with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Reeves. To the left wing. Jackson against Hachimura. Kicks it to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Clark with a screen on Reeves. From deep, Morant. Hachimura with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. Now here's Doncic. 1:51 left in the first quarter. From the line, nice spin off the left rim and in. Doncic has got 6.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Morant, the pass to Wells. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Williams is checked in for Memphis. A minute 35 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Reeves. And the shot goes in. Reeves has got his second basket.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Pippen, pass to Williams. Here's Jerome. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Smart with the ball. Pass to Hayes. Outside Vanderbilt. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Grizzlies trail by 4. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson with a screen on Smart. And stolen by Reeves. $18 feet out. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Reeves has got 7 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Grizzlies trail by 4. They've got Ty Jerome, Santi Aldama out there with Jock Landale, and it's Pippen in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Landale. And he banks in the layup. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Free throw good. Hachimura. Halls checked in for Landale. No good on the second free throw. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Smart passes to Vincent. Back to Smart. Now here's Hayes. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Smart. The three is up. And Smart nails the triple.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Vincent. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Pippen. Yet to see a basket. 6 to shoot. From the arc. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Vincent up top. Hayes inside. Guarded by Aldama. Vanderbilt against Jackson. Vanderbilt, no good. Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Jerome. Here's Wells. Guarded by Vanderbilt. It's stolen by Smart. Here's the break. The shot, no good. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Jackson goes back up. And the layup is up and in. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Hachimura outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Hachimura's got 5. For Memphis, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. With the drive. And the basket by Pippen. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Vincent right side. Hachimura from long range. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Pippen. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. LaRavia comes in for Vanderbilt. Reeves is checked in for Smart. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Luka on the attack.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Pass to Jerome. Morant with a screen on Reeves. Here's Jerome. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now here's Hachimura. He's got 5. Reeves with the ball. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Jackson. 1:57 left in the first half of this one.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Now here's Ayton. No points so far. Here's Doncic. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Outside Caldwell Pope. Pass to Morant. Jacks up a 3. And it's LaRavia with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Doncic outside. .102 left in the first half of this game. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
There's Jackson with the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Outside Reeves. Shoots. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To win the drought. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Los Angeles up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Hachimura in at the 4-man position. Now here's Reeves. Pass to LaRavia. And here's Doncic. Clock at 6. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Wells. Jackson outside. And the shot goes down.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Ooh, Doncic. Nice soft touch.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Reeves nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Clark. And here's Jackson. Hachimura covering. Wells, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Doncic. Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Lakers in the lead. Outside Reeves. Here's Larabia. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. Doncic up strong. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Doncic has gotten 4 this quarter.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Hachimura against Jackson. Back to Morant. Nails the baby hook. Morant's got 9.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Hachimura, the pass to Larabia. Now Ayton. Clark covers. Ayton against Clark. Fades away. It's good. 5 points in the game.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
Here's Morant. Oh, Morant takes the contact, and it still goes. Wow. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Hachimura. Connect comes in for Larabia. And it's Marcus Smart in for Doncic. Outside Reeves. Pass to Connect. Back to Reeves. Aldama grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Pippen. Defended by Smart. For the tie. Pippen, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Here's Reeves. Good D by Clark.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Drops in the 3.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. A minute 20 left in the 3rd quarter. 18 feet out. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Reeves has got 11.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Clark outside. Pass to Jerome. Here's Pippen. Lets it fly. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there. And here's Reeves. He's got 11. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Smart for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Clark. For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Pippen, pass to Jerome. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Reeves. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 14. Here's Pippen. Takes a 3. That one no good. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Lakers on top. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Vince Williams, Santi Aldama out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Pippen in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Vincent off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Grizzlies trail by 3. Jackson the screen. Here's Jerome driving inside. Soft touch off the glass.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now here's Smart. Smart just strong through the contact.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Jerome passes to Jackson. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Vincent. And the layup falls.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their 3-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
You might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did it ever work.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. From behind the arc. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. It's tipped. It's stolen by Doncic. Here's Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. Fires for 3. Aldama grabs the board. And the Grizzlies shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Jerome. Jackson outside. Over Reeves. Jackson can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Doncic outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Memphis leading. Here's Pippen. Uses the glass on the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Now Doncic. To win the cold spell. Doncic delivers from range.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Timeout. Grizzlies.
Starting.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Can you say prime-time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Morant against Doncic. Drives to the hoop. Gets it to go. Luka so controlled at the rim.
The strength and power of Doncic shows up every game. Very physical for his position.
Chalk up two there.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Doncic with it. Denied by Morant. 1:44 left in the fourth. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Here's Reeves, and he lays it up and in. Reeves has got 9 points here in the second half.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
It's stolen by Doncic. And it's the Lakers on the break to take the lead. And Luka finishes it off at the rim.
The one guy you can't forget about is Doncic. I mean, when he's running the floor, you gotta stay with him.
And it's Morant off the drive. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Now here's Doncic. Money.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And it's Morant missing. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Doncic against Morant. And it's Doncic missing.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
And he buries it.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
John Morant, second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
Timeout, Grizzlies! Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
Oh, you know Morant wants it. And guess what? He got it.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Pass to Moran. Lets the three fly. Oh, bangs home the three. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They could actually go for a 3 and win here, but I think they may play it safe and try to send this game to overtime.
Here's Doncic driving in. It's good! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his team.
We've got Austin Reeves. He's out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Hachimura in at the power forward.
John Moran taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
And he sinks the second.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
And here's Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Moran. Doncic passes to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Here's Moran. Moran hammers it down hard.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And the shot goes. Doncic has got 29 points.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Doncic throws it down.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Here's Morant. And he converts the layup. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Outside Reeves. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Ayton with a screen. Tries it from 19. The shot by Reeves, no good. Memphis trailing here. Wells, the pass to Clark. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Lakers.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Now Reeves. Pass to Ayton. Back to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. Oh, the trifecta!
Love seeing this from Ayton. Dependable at finding his teammates in their spots.
Timeout, Grizzlies. For three, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Memphis missing. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available. Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is... Wow!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John Morant. His third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic. At the line for two.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. 29 seconds left in the OT period. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now we've got an intentional foul.
John Morant. His fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Jackson outside. Jackson with another miss. 15 seconds left in the OT period. Here's Reeves. The Grizzlies pull it in.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. They escaped with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Team defense goes a long way. Thanks, Luka.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Desmond Bane out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket can come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
Now here's Edwards. Six to shoot. Driving inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And so he hits both. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here is Conley. After the basket by Franz Wagner. Over in the corner, Edwards. Randall outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hitting the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
No free throws, good from Banchero. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Gobert with a screen on Bane. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Bane passes to Carter. Bane looking around. Back to Suggs. The three-pointer, no good. Randall with the ball. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Desmond Bane was the topic. The coach was effusive with his praise. He said, Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Good on the three-point shot.
What a great score. Franz Wagner gets it off quickly. So little time to react.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bounce pass, Conley. Outside, Edwards. They get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Now, Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Over Suggs. Conley's shot is off. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over in the corner, Banchero. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Edwards against Bane. Edwards, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move. To the rag, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the basket is good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulleys right through it.
Gobert finds Edwards. Now here's Randall. He's covered by Banchero. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Carter outside. Beyond the arc. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got 5 points so far.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Now, here's Wagner. He has 5. Banchero outside. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Traps in the tray.
Know this about Franz Wagner. This guy very capable as a passer.
Bane against Edwards. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. The shot from the low post is good. He has 6.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Outside for Randall. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Jones, Desmond Bane out there with Isaac. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Black in at the 2-guard spot. Now Clark after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Hit by Clark. McDaniels passes to Clark. Here's Shannon. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Jones. Wagner, a screen on DiVincenzo. Wagner kicks to Black. Jones for 3. Reed with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. Clark
finds Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pass to Clark. Here's Reed. Shoots over Wagner. Reed misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Wagner.
Mo Wagner is a very capable shooter, and it doesn't matter what kind of situation it is. That time gets into his catch-and-shoot bag.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Reed in the post. He's defended by Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And that one falls for Reed. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Clark. Orlando also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Banchero in for Bane. He hits both from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Jones against DiVincenzo. Good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Edwards. 8 points for him. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
To Shannon. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 3. Now here is Carter. Back to Jones. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Banchero, that's good.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders and blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that
big. So both teams making some changes here. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. 1:03 left in the second quarter. And here's Edwards. He's got 12. Over Bain. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. goes about 6'10", 270. Good luck trying to stop him without fouling.
The Magic shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Wendell Carter Jr. 1 shot.
The free throw off from Carter.
Guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
Now here's Randall. 5 points in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. And that one drops for him. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Conley against Suggs. Pass to Carter. This one for 3. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Here's Suggs. No good on the quick 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
And the shot goes down. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Edwards drives in, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Orlando trailing here. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. That's a 2 from Randall. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And the Magic shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively.
This should help Suggs' confidence. Jalen is such an effective cutter, and he forces the issue right there.
The Magic have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively.
Good on the second free throw.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Payne against Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Payne against Edwards. Launches from deep. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Out to the right wing. Banchero against Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Magic. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. He had stolen by Carter.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Conley finds Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Randall's got 8 points.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randall. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Pass to Carter. From deep. He's off on that one. Minnesota leading by 3. Edwards looking it over. Over in the corner, Randall. The 11-footer. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randall, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Black's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Now here's Randall. He's got 10. Outside, Jones. Wagner outside. 1:30 left to play here in the third for the lead. And it's Wagner missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Randall outside. Pass to Shannon. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end, on time and on target with the pass.
Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The Magic trail by 5. Wagner outside. For the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Wagner's got 10 points.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Randall outside. Puts up a 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Isaac. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Randall with the ball. He's got 10. Pass to Shannon. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Shannon. Knocks down the 3-ball. Shannon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Now, Wagner, 10 points for him. The tray. That shot missing. And we've reached the end of the third. Minnesota on top, up 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Minnesota leading by 5. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Black. Then it's Jones. And it's De Silva in at the small forward.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
There's the pick. Jones for 3. No good that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Shannon. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Reed. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Magic trail by 8. Isaac outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the size and the length of Jonathan Isaac presents a problem for the defense. This guy uses that frame to draw fouls.
No good on that one. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Clark. Orlando also making some changes. Queens checked in, and it's Richardson in for Jones. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Reed in the post. He's defended by Wagner. Reed gets the bucket.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Here's Queen. Floats one up. He lays it in. Queen's got his first basket.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Pass to Shannon. And Reed has it in the corner. The three. Orlando grabs the miss. Queen the pass to Wagner. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you, Ben.
All right, thank you, David. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now, here's Wagner. Banchero inside, working on McDaniels. Here's Black, buries the long-range jumper.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the three-pointer by Orlando.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Jones, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Wagner kicks to Banchero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
Despite the fact that he's highly skilled, Paolo Banchero also plays with this relentless energy you love.
And the Magic making a change here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Mo Wagner. Baines checked in for Black. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Jones. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero inside. He's defended by Randall. Payne against McDaniel. The Magic again can't hit.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. They grab their own miss. Gobert gets the bucket.
We always know this has been the strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Outside, Payne. Over Edwards. Payne, no good. Minnesota leading by 6. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Shoots over Wagner. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half. minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Banchero. Fires at the elbow. He squares up and sinks it.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Conley up top. He's covered by Suggs. Conley's shot is off. Magic have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Edwards. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Conley. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Angle down low. Banchero's there.
Well, this guy takes pride on the defensive side of the ball. Banchero not backing down.
And Suggs throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Banchero missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So he comes up empty at the line. Wagner outside. The Magic again can't hit. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. What do you think, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present our player of the game.
Coming up next, the Spurs. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Davis. And for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Outside Davis. This one for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Castle. Pass to Fox. Sohan outside. Here's Wembanyama, covered by Lively. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Thompson outside. And just about a minute into this first quarter. From downtown, he's off on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Off with the layup. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Lively. Outside Irving. Thompson with a screen. And the shot's good by Irving.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
And the free throw, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Irving. And here's Davis. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's Fox. Vassell outside. Here's Castle. Now Sohan. Three-pointer, Fox. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Thompson. San Antonio with a rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. Shoots over Lively. Lively grabs the miss.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Thompson, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Outside Wembanyama. He can't get it to go. Wembanyama's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach for a minute. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Great work, Ali. Thanks. Here's Castle. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Thompson. No made baskets yet. There's Davis with the 3. Sohan with a rebound. San Antonio leading. 1:51 left in the first. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Both teams will make substitutions. Mavericks trail by 3. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Here's Exum. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Johnson. Inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Here's Marshall. 1:06 left in the first quarter here. Here's Davis. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Spurs on D. 3-point lead. shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Here's Harper. It's Barnes on the wing. Champagnie, the pass to Barnes. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Exum outside. Irving attacking. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Champagnie, the pass to Wembanyama. Over Gafford. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. San Antonio on top. They're up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Johnson is out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Harper in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Irving.
San Antonio foul. Harper. First personal foul. First team foul.
With the crossover. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Harper. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Vassell. Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by Washington. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the basket is good.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Harper. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now Exum. He's guarded by Vassell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, VA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Russell's checked in for Dallas. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Now here's Irving. He's got 10 to the paint. Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Pass to Cornett. To the wing on the left. Barnes passes to Harper. No good on the three. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Thompson finds Irving. Back to Thompson from outside the arc. That one is off. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Harper. He's guarded by Irving. Cornette passes to Champagnie. Knocks down the long J. Champagnie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Mavericks trail by 4. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And here is Thompson. He's scoreless. He drops it from range.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Now here's Fox. Here goes Fox. Good. Fox has got his first points of the game.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
Pass to Irving. The 3 ball. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lively against Wembanyama. 3-pointer. Davis with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 3. Irving looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And Irving powers it home.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Harper. Castle for 3. Sinks it from distance. Castle's got 7.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
The shake. Davis goes in. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Castle for 3. And it's Irving with a rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Trailing by 4. From outside, off the mark.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Wembanyama with it. Give him 8 points now. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Lively. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And San Antonio making a change here. Vassell's checked in. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Dallas. Fox with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Vassell outside. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Nice D from Thompson. Pass to Russell. With 2 seconds left. There's Davis with the 3. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating 3 to take the lead.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Mavericks on top, leading by just 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. Give it up for the participants.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. We've got Davis, Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively. Davis with a screen on Vassell. From the wing, pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And the Mavericks lead by 2. San Antonio's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Dallas shooting around 50% in the game so far. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. And now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Back to Irving. Here's the 3. They get it back. Davis misses. For San Antonio, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Castle. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Castle's got 9. Here's Irving. He's got 15. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Irving. Thompson outside. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wembanyama, no good. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Marshall, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Davis. Fires from deep. Davis showing his range.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
Now Fox. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Thompson for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Fox against Thompson. Fox, the pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama down low. Lively's there. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Really left him alone that time. He's got 9.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And now Allie LaForce has an update on Kyrie Irving. What do you have, Allie?
Hey, guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. His return to the court won't happen tonight, and likely not for a while after that. Guys?
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Pass to Castle. To the left side wing. Vassell outside. Lets it go from 14. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Stolen by Vassell. Pulls up on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
Timeout. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scores, Devin Vassell has a more workman-like approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Harper. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Harper's got his first 2 points.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 10. Stolen. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Tries the spin move. Davis. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
To the middle. Here's Davis. Can't cash it in from close range. Spurs trail by 3. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Davis misses. Here's Champagny. From deep, Wembanyama. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Boy, that was a much-needed 3 there to tie it up, and he knocked it down. That sets up what could be a riveting fourth quarter.
Tie game in San Antonio. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Luke Cornett. Johnson is out there with Barnes. And it's Champagny at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The Spurs call time. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornett. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to San Antonio's coach address his team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. The Mavericks leading. Outside Russell. They set the screen. Back to Washington. Offensive rebound. Outside Russell. Launches it. The rebound by the Spurs. Outside Johnson. Outside Wembanyama. Knocked away. Washington with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
Checking in for the Mavericks, number 31.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Russell. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Harper. Outside Barnes. Wembanyama, high post. The big man, Wemby for 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Davis. Davis just merciless inside.
Watching Davis do work like this is special.
San Antonio has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Wembanyama down low. He's guarded by Gafford. Outside Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
Wembanyama, 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
A different look for San Antonio. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Castle comes in for Champagny. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Nails it from beyond the arc. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Fox outside. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Thompson, a screen on Fox. The 3 from Russell. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Going inside. And it's good for 2.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Marshall. Outside Davis. Screen by Lively. Beyond the arc. Rebound by San Antonio.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Pass to Castle. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Vassell to take the lead. Drills it from deep.
And his coaches will be the first to tell you, Vassell wants the ball in these situations. He's not afraid of the challenge.
Now here's Davis. Dallas, no good that time either. Spurs lead by 3. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Fox. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
From about 16, and he can't get that one. Mavericks trail by 5. Thompson outside to get back on track. Dallas no good that time either.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Wembanyama against Davis. Takes a 13-footer. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Yes, shot making, playmaking. Wembanyama can do it all offensively.
The 3 from Thompson. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Najee Marshall. First personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Vassell. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, wasn't able to cash in.
He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure. Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Castle. Clock is at 3. Fox for 3. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs, pulling out the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.